Even as newspaper accounts highlighted the appealing characteristics of the Italian colony, observers also noted some peculiar features. Editorial writers were concerned about perceived traces of folklore, customs, folk laws, and superstitions from fiery Sicily. The Detroit Free Press was quite judgmental, writing, "Perhaps the most absurd of these follies is the Sicilian belief in the evil eye." According to Sicilian folk tradition, individuals used the sign of the Malocchio to either ward off evil energies or curse an enemy, depending on the circumstances. For editorial writers, industrial Detroit represented the high point of modernity. Subsequently, there was no room in the city for primitive superstitions from the old world. Reporters also expressed concern about the Italian community importing the mafia and the vendetta from Sicily. Newspapers were already talking about the mafia, but an editorial in 1907 introduced two new concepts, the Camorra and the Black Hand. At this point, it wasn't clear how the mafia, Camorra, and Black Hand differed from one another, but it was understood that each was a type of criminal organization. The idea of vendetta or blood feud was certainly not unique to Sicilian culture. The Albanians, Greeks, Irish, Scots, and Turks, among others, featured bloody rivalries throughout their respective cultural histories. Even America had the Hatfields and the McCoys. So blood feuds and bandits were universal cultural characteristics. Nevertheless, the mafia was something different. This was a uniquely Sicilian construct, and observers tried to comprehend how this entity functioned. In 1904, the Detroit Free Press published an article on the subject by H. Riversdale Coughlin. The piece represented one of the earliest and best descriptions of the mafia written in English.